up? What's up, folks? It's time for last minute betting with the Sports Nuts. Brought to you by OddsJam, the premier odds comparison company. Bob here. Mike should be along shortly. I hope so. Underdog Fantasy and Thrive Fantasy deposit matches are here for you right now. Up to $100 on each one of those. Go grab them. And BetMGM and PointsBet sign-up bonuses are available. The links are below for all four of those in the description of this video. We are on YouTube. We are on Twitter. We are on Facebook. Please like this show and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Live chat is available. So I'm here. I'm waiting for Mike. Where's Mike? Where the hell is Mike? Yeah, all right. That takes care of that, right? That's the intro. OddsJam, oddsjam.com, folks. Don't forget, get 10% off your first month with OddsJam. 10 Bob or Mike 10. Those codes are available there. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel and follow us on Twitter, would you please? Last minute betting with the Sports Nuts. There's nothing like a last minute. And you know what? Speaking of last minute, look who just showed up at the last minute. There he is. The heck you doing?
Oh, I'm here now.
About time. Hey. Did you hear Jamar Chase out 4 to 6 weeks with a hip injury?
I did. That is terrible news for Cincinnati. And boy,
that changes things, don't it?
It does. It really does. You wonder what Cincinnati's plan of attack is going to be here now going forward. I mean, they will get him back at some point.
Right.
But, you look at what they're going to, I mean, Bob, they've got, let's take a look at their schedule here real quick. They're going to have a they're going to have a bye week coming off of, or they played the Browns on Monday night. Then they have the Panthers. So they should be okay there going into their bye week. And then they got Pittsburgh, Tennessee. So
right.
Kansas City, Cleveland again. I think they can survive this.
Can I tell you something? Already the Panthers game, the spread has dropped 2 points. It was 9.5 earlier today. And after the news, it's down to 7.5.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's big news. That's big betting news. And one of the ways you can find out about that kind of stuff, folks, is using screen, right, Mike? Is that not a great feature that we have at OddsJam?
Yes, it is. It is a great feature to use, searching for lines and plays and all across the board into the future.
Yes. Now, I want to tell you all something. Mike and I and Randall have been inundated with phone calls. There's one thing that we ask. If you make an appointment, show up. Okay? If you would, we'd appreciate it if you did. We're trying to help you with your sports betting, and we're devoting our time to you, and we set a time set aside that time for a reason. Holy cow. Can't even talk.
Yeah. Let's move on.
Let's not give me that attitude. Come on, be nice to me tonight, would you?
Let's move on. Well, we got stuff to get into, Bob. We got games.
You know what? Get into it. Go for it. Let's go. Come on.
You gonna share your screen, or you want me to share mine?
You're sharing yours. Get into it. Let's go. Come on. I'm ready. Do I need to get out the cowbell?
No, you need to be patient and chill your butt out. That's what you need.
No, I'm full of energy. All right, go.
Go. Hurry, huh?
Hey, what do you got for me?
We're taking Fiala on this under 2.5 player shots on goal, plus 104 on FanDuel. Hopefully, golly, man. See this no longer positive EV. I went to this play the other night and it didn't hit, but he had 2 rebounds. He just needed 1 more. I don't know that Brooklyn just doesn't have a big that can rebound a whole lot. I think Dinwiddie can get over 2.5 rebounds, plus 100 on BetMGM. Pretty good value considering most books either favor this play to win or they're definitely BetMGM's the only, I guess DraftKings favors the under in this case, but that's the only book. 1, 2, 3, 4 others favor this. So pretty good play here, 52% win probability. I think that this is worth a full unit on this bet.
Okay. Steven Batza has a question, Mike. Hi, guys. I could use an NFL SGP, have a free $5 one from DK. You think we could come up with a 3-leg SGP on tonight's game?
For tonight's game? Yeah, I think we could. I did a video on this game and had a few bets. I think that we can go here and look in my bet tracker and I'll see which one that I actually like the most out of these. So unfortunately, on most of these bets that I hit, I'm not beating the closing line value on any of the 3 bets that I did hit. But I actually did like. Do what?
That's okay. He wants an SGP, so it doesn't matter.
So I've got Gus Edwards over 44.5 player rushing yards. I think that bet is one that is worth taking a look at. And then I would say, let's see if there's anything out here right now in this game that we can add to that.
You don't like that Godwin play?
I did like it, but I didn't like it as much. I do think Tampa Bay has a shot to bounce back here in this spot. But we'll see. Let me go through my filters here and filter this through.
Morning coffee is all over the Ravens. I'm just going to tell you, we picked Ravens on the money line this morning.
If you're on the Ravens, you probably would be on this Mark Andrews over 4.5 player reception. So I think that you got the Gus Edwards over, the Mark Andrews over. Those are definitely a couple of good plays to look at. And then it looks like you could get the Ravens on the point spread -3 with some pretty significant value there. But I don't know if I would want to add that one to this SGP. I think I would look at this Brady over 25.5 player passing completions, though. That's very favored to win on 3 books, and you're getting the -110. That's pretty good.
Okay. All right. Tom's having problems with Giselle, man. He's in trouble.
Look, I'm going with the I'm thinking Tampa Bay's got to bounce back a little bit here, man. We'll see what happens, but Tampa Bay's in dire need. This is big for them.
Okay. All right. What about NBA? You got anything player prop wise on NBA, or are player props killing you, or are they doing good for you? How you doing with them?
Yeah, I've been kind of hit and miss with a lot of these player props early on in the NBA. So just kind of picking and choosing my spots here. I think it'll balance out. But a little early on, I've been having a little bit of a rough go of it. Definitely a good play here in this Sacramento Memphis game on Sacramento's first half team total. They're a pretty good offensive team. They've got some weapons. Pretty good value on it, +100. Pinnacle certainly favors that play. Maybe they haven't mispriced. I don't know, because definitely BetMGM is way on the under. And DraftKings is favoring this under too. But I do think that's worth taking a look at as well.
And Steven's complimenting you there, Mike.
I like that Mark Andrews over 4.5 player receptions one. That's now coming up on the recommended filters. It wasn't on there, and then we found it, and now it's on there. So I think I really like Andrews tonight. I mean, there's no doubt that if you're Baltimore and you're Lamar Jackson, I mean, that's basically it for you to throw to. It seems like that's definitely got to be a guy that's going to be heavily targeted. So I would definitely jump on that one too.
How do you like the Kraken and Vancouver, that play there? First period total over 2, because Vancouver's been giving up a lot of goals and the Kraken have been scoring. Do you like that first period total or not?
I don't. Maybe it's worth sprinkling a little something on. It's, but 3 goals out of these 2 teams in one period, at least in the first period, especially, just not sure that I want to touch that. A couple of teams, Bob, that are not too consistent. So, I'll stay away from that one.
Okay.
I mean, Vancouver's yet to win a game.
I know. All right. Let's see. Mark Andrews. What do we got here? Okay. Steven's wanting to know about some injuries. Calais Campbell is out, illness. Mark Andrews does have a knee. Josh Bynes a quad. Gus Edwards a knee. Marlon Humphrey a hamstring. Marcus Peters a quad. Ronnie Stanley an ankle. Brandon Stevens an oblique, and Rashad Bateman a foot. Those are all questionable, but Calais Campbell is out, which will have an impact on that defensive line, the pressure they get on Brady, right, Mike?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, no doubt. I think Andrews will be good to go. I'm not too concerned with him. He is definitely, you look at last week. I mean, he was a no-show, a no-show. And obviously I know he's banged up and all that, but he's due, I think, big time.
Okay.
He did nothing last game.
All right, let me take over. I'm going to share my screen unless you got more to do. I'm going to ask your opinion. You can handle the comments as they come in on some of the things that I want to talk about here. All right, let's go into this positive EV page because I already have questions for you. All right, let me refresh, make sure. Let's get our recommended filters on, and let's take a look. I have a question about Keegan Murray, Mike. Over 16.5 player points. Do you like this or not?
Yeah, I would take that.
Okay.
He what's the average? 17.5.
Okay.
Sacramento has definitely got some young guys offensively. They just have problems late in games and closing out games, obviously. So yeah, I would roll with that.
All right. And it's about a 48% win percentage. Of course, you know that we always like to get 50% or above, but you can't every time. Here we go with another play that, you're probably going to go, what in the heck are you asking me about that, Bob? Spencer Dinwiddie.
I just talked about it, Bob.
I missed it.
Yeah, we already talked about that play.
Okay, I'll add him to mine then.
Yeah.
How's that?
We already talked about that.
Okay, it's okay, Mike. Mistakes happen sometimes. All right, Clippers first half money line against the Oklahoma City Thunder. That is a minus 190 play with about a 66% chance of hitting. Do you sprinkle any on that or do you leave it alone?
Clippers just lost to the Thunder, so yeah, I think there's a little bit of a revenge factor here. I would take it.
All right. And then one other question. These are all recommended filter plays, folks. Jordan Poole under 2.5 player rebounds. I've not known him to be a big rebounder.
I mean, it's probably worth sprinkling a little on.
Okay, let's do that. All right. Now we're going to do what I like to do, which is turn the filters off and get rid of the player props and make the market width maximum 25 cents. I do this all the time. Hit refresh. You're going to see some of the recommended filter plays are going to show up here. And there's that Kings play. There's the Ravens play. There's the Vancouver Seattle play. There are these. Do you like any of these under 5.5 total goals, especially this Detroit Boston? I know in my hockey video I took under 6.5. Do we get a feel that under 5.5 is going anywhere?
Yeah, I mean,
no. Okay. And then, Mike, have you noticed that the overs keep hitting in the NBA right now? It's like nobody's playing any defense whatsoever.
Yeah, that has been a little bit of the case early on in this NBA season.
I'm really afraid of these unders, that pop up. I'm under
Chris,
221.
no to pool. I mean, I would take the pool rebound. I mean, it averages, it comes out to about what, 1.3. Seem bad pool. Yeah, I would still take it. I mean, Pool's not a big rebound guy, so I mean,
right.
Getting that value on it, I wouldn't. I would definitely put a small wager on getting that kind of value on it. I mean, you got to look at it from this perspective. Miami has been known to be a pretty solid rebounding team themselves, so I think I would roll with that.
Then in this football game tonight, first half total points under 22.5. Man, that's a 12-cent market width. Plus 109, no vig, fair odds, plus 110 on points bet. Do you like that one or not?
I mean, yeah, sure.
Low scoring game, you think, tonight? I mean, the Tampa Bay's offense has not been that good.
I mean, I would lean towards the under here, definitely.
Okay. All right. First quarter money line, Golden State and Miami. Golden State minus 155. Let's look at this play a little bit. I know minus 155 seems to be a lot, but heck, the perfect line's got it minus 183, and the no vig fair odds is basically minus 156. Do you like that play, or is that one you'd stay away from?
I'll stay away from it. I mean, Golden State had the big win against Phoenix. Miami, underdogs here. I know it's in Golden State, but I'll stay away from that.
Okay. Are we catching up? No to.
I already got. Yeah, Bob.
Okay. Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. Chris, by the way, thanks for joining us. Steven, of course, thanks for joining us too. Mike, are you excited about this game tonight or not?
A little bit. I mean, it's a better matchup than we've been having, but yeah, I'm ready for it, man. Ready to get to it.
Yeah. You're leaning to Tampa Bay for sure, though, right?
Maybe. I don't know. I've kind of stayed away from this game from that perspective. I've got enough player props out there in this one.
Okay. I took the Ravens +2 tonight. And thank you, Chris. I'm glad you joined when you can. We appreciate that 100%. In the meantime, Mike, big NHL schedule ahead of us. Any games stick out to you tonight? This Detroit-Boston matchup ought to be pretty good. What about this Wild Senators game, man? At Ottawa, Ottawa's 4-2. Ought to be an interesting matchup, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, should be. I mean, Minnesota's been a little unimpressive so far.
Right. Blues Predators, this, division.
Yeah, no intrigue in that one.
Division matchup.
Blues don't look like they can score. So,
well, they actually had 38 shots on goal and missed the net 14 times last night. A couple of other games I think are intriguing are the Capitals and Stars. People have been writing off the Caps, me being one of them. They don't seem to want to go away. And the Stars have started off pretty good. And then the Jets and the Kings is a kind of an intriguing matchup, Mike. At LA, and believe it or not, in my hockey video, I took the Kings minus 1.5 in this game. It was plus 180. So
nice.
And Chris always looks forward to late morning NHL. That's kind of how we got to do it. All right. So I can only say one thing. It's time to go. Let's go, Ravens. Let's make it happen.
Go player props.
Yeah. All of them. Need all of them to hit, don't you?
I need them all, man.
All right. We'll see you guys later. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.